Brothers and sisters, what's going on? Brother Heru Horus. Okay, that last message, the coming age of Aries. Anyway, the sun, the shifting of the sun affects our DEA and it affects our molecular structure. One thing you have to remember, brothers and sisters, is that the sun and the moon within our realm are the masters of time, all right? The sun and the moon within our realm are the masters of time, all right? Me, myself, as a timekeeper, I must be in tune with the sun and the moon, and I know who the sun is and then the moon is. The sun's deeper than what it is, but some knowledge is not meant for others to hear, because they are not at that position yet to understand. So the sun and the moon are masters of time. The sun and the moon literally regulates the molecular structure of the original beings. The sun and the moon plays a definite decision in our state of evolution. All right? Our state of evolution is literally dependent upon the shifting and the changing of the sun. So this lunar eclipse that's coming up in the next couple of weeks, not the solar one, the lunar one, there's going to be a shift in our molecular structure. These inorganic beings know this. But then when the solar eclipse happens, because remember, the lunar eclipse deal with the spirit and the soul. The lunar energy deals with that, with which you cannot see. All right? So there's going to be a shifting in the molecular structure of our soul and our spirit. And you got to remember, our soul has a molecular structure. And it's of cosmic design. And our spirit has a molecular structure. And it's a cosmic design as well. Because our soul deals with the multi-universal, the multi-universe. And our spirit literally deals with the galaxy and this planet. And that is cosmic. Our bodies, the sun shifts the molecular structure of our bodies, which is when they call the third dimensional realm or the material plane. So the sun literally regulates the energy of our bodies. That's why these inorganic beings, their bodies are not conducive to the sun. Let's just say that their bodies are not conducive to the sun. Their bodies are not able to produce the solar energy, because we are literally condensed sunlight within condensed moonlight. Even my biracial brothers and sisters too, my fellow biracial brothers and sisters, we have the condensed energy with all the planets throughout the cosmos, planets unknown and known to us. But the sun literally regulates the molecular structure of our bodies, which means the sun is the master of this energy. That's why we want to go out in the sun, because the sun is a part of us and we're a part of the sun. That's why I got a whole enemy who wants to block us from the sun. This is why we must become a whole enemy to our enemies and learn to fight them, learn to build them, design machines of terrible power that will put fear into the hearts of mankind. I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, we can do this. We can do this. The sun and the moon are literally the masters of time. in our realm. The sun and the moon literally controls every facet of life, every facet of energy within this realm. This is one thing that science don't want to talk to you about. These inorganic beings, they don't know science. Let's just say that. They don't know science. They placate as if they do know science, but in reality, they have no idea how science works. They have no idea how this planet works. They have no idea how this galaxy works. As a timekeeper, as a dark angel of death and destruction, as a cosmic prince, a cosmic elder. This is important, brothers and sisters, that we, the original beings, especially as biracials too, must understand, overstand that our molecular structure is based upon the shifting of the energies of the sun and the moon. Like I said, every time there's an eclipse, we go into a higher state of evolution, and this is a planetary thing. We literally link into this crazy, unadulterated power, which is why it's been said that after this eclipse, there's going to be a disaster zone after. They know what's going on, brothers and sisters. It's just so many brothers and sisters are not informed. So many brothers and sisters are misinformed. Why do you think you got so many brothers and sisters who are removing from religion? They don't even realize they are part of the sun and the moon. They don't realize that the sun and the moon, that solar energy, that lunar energy within them is pulling them away from the false realities, the religions. Because that's what all religion is a false reality. It's what it was. It's something that was created by a reality, by our enemies, for us to fall. They want to put us on this timeline, running around worshiping Jesus, got the children dancing and gyrating. I call it the chicken dance. Bark, 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 the chicken dance. They be dancing around, moving around like chickens, even though the dances they're doing, they're some ancient dances. Still, because they dance into some crazy music, I call it the chicken dance. Oh, Jesus, save us. The Appalachians of Urkel. The sun and moon are the masters of time. The sun and moon literally controls the molecular structure of our bodies. The moon controls the soul and their spirit, and the sun controls their body. The organs, the hair, the nipples, the penis, the eyes, the teeth. Yes, that's what the sun controls. The sun literally shifts and changes the molecular structure of our bodies. So understand, overstand, brothers and sisters, that the sun and the moon are masters of time. When that Omicron frequency came through, that came from the moon. The moon said it's time for this shit to come to an end, nigga. So what happened? The moon literally wiped out the entire monetary system in this realm that these Saxons created. The moon literally wiped out this entire monetary system, which is just a blow-up frequency. Pooh! Just like that. Woo! Goes the stock market, and the Omicron frequency came through and destroyed every facet of the monetary system within this realm. Because the moon is a master of time. The moon is a master of time. The moon is literally warped in to free her children. And now our sun is working to free his children as well. You got the masculine and the feminine, the dark and the light, the negative and the positive, the electric and the magnetic. Yes. Yes. All right. The sun literally controls the molecular structure and designs and shifts the molecular structure of our carbon-based bodies. All right? The sun does this. The sun controls and shifts the molecular structures of our carbon-based body. The moon controls and shifts the molecular structure of our souls and our spirits. All right? But this is why it's important for us to understand the power of the moon, how the moon goes in and out. And the moon does that because your soul and your spirit can only get so much energy from the moon. The moon is extremely powerful. Mankind has never been on the moon, y'all. Mankind has never been anywhere near the moon. Just like our sun has a 5-mile radius plasma shield around it, 5-mile thick radius. The same thing as the moon. They would love to go on there, but the beings that can only touch the moon are brothers and sisters like us, and biracial folk, and brothers and sisters in a much higher state. Brothers and sisters, we can create a vessel and we can go to the moon. Yes, I'm serious. As a biracial man who's part white and part African American, so-called, our bodies will cause it to penetrate that energy and go to the moon and walk to the moon. It'll literally shift the entire molecular structure of our body and soul. The masters of time. We are the masters of energy. The sun and the moon are the masters of time. We're looking at some powerful organisms that belong to us, who are just like us. Extremely powerful organisms that belong to us. They are part of our molecular structure. They're part of our biological breakdown. You talk about our biology. Is the original beings. You're talking about our biology. You're talking about these organisms, the sun and the moon. Alright. As the sun evolves, we evolve. As the moon evolves, we evolve. We have 2 different steps of evolution that happens within us as the original beings. So, like I said, we have March 25th. This is not by coincidence. This is by cosmic design. Nature and the cosmos are working together. So on the March 25th, we have the lunar eclipse. And this is the moon literally becoming more powerful. This is the moon getting an upgrade. Which means our soul and our spirit gets an upgrade. And then on April the 8th, we have the solar eclipse. And this is our bodies getting upgraded. Now here, check this out. It don't matter. These Saxon beings who talk about, we want to cover the sky, you're scared, da 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 da. Whether they cover the sky or not. Because our bodies are connected within this realm as a whole. Everything that shifts and changes, which are masters of our bodies and our souls, we change it. No matter they cover this shit up or they let it flow freely the way it's supposed to. Because anytime there's an eclipse, there's an upgrade. And anytime there's an upgrade, there's a different level of enlightenment. There's a different level of knowledge, power of intelligence. There's a different level of thought, different level of action. So you understand that, brothers and sisters? The sun and moon literally control the evolution of the molecular structure of our souls, our spirits, our bodies. Understand that? Like the one brother said it in one of the messages last night in Messenger. He said the knowledge is just pouring in like water. Why? Because he's opening himself up to lunar and solar energies. Why do you think these Saxon beings told us and convinced us that this religion, that the sun and the moon was evil? In atheism, he says you can't worship the sun and the moon. It's not us worshiping. It's us becoming part of something that you can't comprehend because you're white. It's so powerful. We worshiping the sun and the moon. We're the sun and the moon in the flesh. Why would we worship someone that we're already a part of? When we go into meditation under the sun, we go to meditation under the moon. So it can help us to get these constant downloads and upgrades from the Akashic realm. Because every time the sun comes out, comes with a different energy, which means it's got to upgrade, which means we're supposed to look into that upgrade that the sun gets. Which every time the moon goes through the full cycle, that moon literally disappears. It goes into that portal, that gateway, because the moon goes into a portal. And that's why you see it and you don't see it. It's there. When you say you don't see the moon, it's there. It just goes into a gateway, a portal, so it can charge itself up. So what we're seeing is like the dark side of the moon that we can't see with the naked eye. And then is that veil, as that dark side of the moon begins to come back around and go back to the back side of the moon, which is a portal. All right. What happens? The moon is literally upgraded. The moon is going through an upgrade. It's going through a phase. The sun and the moon, excuse me there, the sun and the moon are constantly getting upgrade. Our planet is constantly getting upgrades. Our galaxy, our universe, the star systems are constantly getting upgrades. We can't understand. We're dealing with a system that is designed to move forward, and not a system that's designed to be stagnant like the system these Saxons created, the money and the government. You keep going through the same phases and over again, never advancing because they need you to feed their system because they are not able to advance. All right? They're not able to advance. I got a little mucus thing going on for the past 4 weeks. All this shit. Doing all my meditations. It's getting better with time. They cannot advance. They cannot evolve. They need us to be stagnant, just like them. That's why they create all the things. You got the same thing going on over again. Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, 4th of July, President's Day, Columbus Day, Valentine's Day, Easter, New Year's Day. I mean, they're the same thing over and over again because they don't want us to advance because they can't advance. Their bodies ain't designed to advance. Their bodies aren't designed to evolve. They cannot, but they want us to be all happy with them and do all this stupid ass bullshit with them. That's why Aries say the humans are the problem on this planet. The humans are the problem all over the cosmos. It means brothers and sisters, you must become gods, because that's what you are. Because we didn't have certain rituals and ceremonies we did over and over again, because we are constantly being upgraded. We knew about the upgrades. We knew about the points where we were supposed to get upgraded. We taught the children how to meditate under the sun and the moon. We taught the children about the crystals and the minerals and the waters and stuff. It's extremely important. We talk about the air. We talked about the ground. And now we're supposed to depend upon an enemy to teach our children. You know, they teach them how to become slaves for a system that's not supposed to be in existence. All right? So our upgrades are literally changing and shifting everything as we advance, brothers and sisters. Understand, overstand, brothers and sisters. Our advancement, we have literally shifted the tides of time. We have become more powerful within ourselves, and that's because our sun controls the molecular structure of our bodies, and the sun changes our molecular structure, changes as well. When the moon changes, our molecular structure changes as well. But I just said I'm being redundant. We have a 2-part evolutionary stage that we go through. First, it's the soul and the spirit, and then it evolves. After the soul and the spirit evolves, here comes the body. That's why there's a lunar eclipse before the solar eclipse, because for the body to advance and evolve into a new energy, the moon, the soul and the spirit must evolve first. The body cannot evolve without the soul and the spirit evolving. That's why there's a lunar eclipse coming up the master. They are masters of time. When you start talking about evolution, evolution deals with time. The sun and moon are masters of time. They literally control the molecular structure of our current bodies, body, spirit, and soul. Thank you for bringing. So basically, I just had to thank myself to bring myself out. This brings something back to my mind. We gotta understand. Let's go into the deeper science of the beings. Let's go into the science of us, how we operate, how we affect everything within this realm, and how everything in this realm affects us as well. We call it the butterfly effect. We do something different, everything changes around here. One brother or sister may say, I'm going to create this new little item, and I'm going to put a bunch of crystals and some metals in it. I'm going to connect it all together, and I'm going to put it somewhere conspicuously on the ground. Not knowing to the butterfly effect, you are literally causing an area to advance technologically, spiritually, and physically. You're causing the area to advance somewhere in the realm. It may not be the same area they're in, but you're causing something to advance, something that might be in a cave somewhere, it might be in a field, it might be in a whole neighborhood, but you never know. All right? We're nature brothers and sisters. Just wanted to share that with you, the sun and the moon, how the sun and the moon literally controls and advances the molecular structure of our bodies, our spirits, and our souls. Catch you guys later. You know the deal. All power to the multi-chakra celestial angelic beings. May chaos reign with you forever and ever. Remember, brothers and sisters, we are chaos. Let's grow, let's grow, let's grow, let's go, let's grow. Much power to you all.